Benavidez versus Plant is a marquee matchup. It is a true test of both fighters at the very elite level. And with Canelo trying to hold on to all four of them belts, without a doubt, this is the very best fight that can be made right now at 168 pounds. The fight is being brought to you by Premier Boxing Champions. It's being produced and distributed by Showtime Pay-Per-View, and it's being promoted by TGB Promotions and Samson Boxing. He's the president of TGB Promotions, Mr. Tom Brown.
And people like to say the big fights never get made. That's just not true with PBC and Showtime. This is the type of fight that makes this sport the greatest sport in the world. Saturday, March 25th is going to be an incredible night. This is what we're all in the game for fights like this, for wars like this to get made. And I believe that this fight between Caleb Plant and David Benavidez will be added to that list of epic brawls between two warriors taking things to a whole nother level.
He's the president of sports, event programming for Showtime Network, Mr. Steven Espinoza.
Well, I'm not going to try and convince you anything, because if you know anything about boxing, you know this is one of the very best fights that can be made in the sport. The consensus #1 and #2 contenders in this division. This is a high-stakes matchup, personally and professionally. This is not a mandatory, it's not an eliminator, it's not something that anyone had to be talked into. This is something that each of these two fighters wanted personally and professionally. And again, boxing got it right, as it often does. We'll see you March 25th. Thank you.
He's known as Bread Man, Stephen Edwards.
You know, everybody's talking about bad blood between Caleb and David, but you know, at the end of the day, these kids got to fight on March the 25th. So all of the bad blood, it really don't matter because they can settle it, you know, in about 7 weeks.
Jose Benavidez Sr.
Assistant coaches, Javi, Poncho, because I can't keep up with the Mexican monster. Getting hit too hard. So I need assistance, you know, and I have like about 4 assistants. I guarantee you guys are going to have a good fight, an exciting fight, May 25th. Don't miss it. Buy your pay-per-views, because guys, we're going to fuck this guy up. We're going to send him to a hospital. Thank you.
22-1. He's got 13 knockouts. Of course, coming from the Ville, Nashville, but now living out of Las Vegas, he's known as Sweet Hands. Caleb Sweet Hands Plant.
What's going on, everybody? Want to thank Al Heyman, Luis de Cubas, my manager. Want to thank Steven Espinoza and Showtime. Thank everybody for coming out today. And we got a big fight on our hands, but that's good. That's what boxing needs, is big fights. And I want to be someone to help deliver that to the boxing world. I'm sure he does too. You know, coming off of an 11-month layoff after the Canelo fight, I could have chose somebody to get in the ring with that no one knew, some nobody, just some sparring session of a match. But, you know, I told my team I want to make the biggest fight possible. And that may not be the biggest fight out there, but give me the biggest fight possible. They came back to me with 2-time former world champ Anthony Durrell. And he was ranked high enough in the WBC to make that a 12-round WBC title eliminator. And you being the interim champ and that being a title eliminator means I fight him, that means we get it on next, right?
22-foot boxing ring, rival gloves,
No,
blue corner. You want to come as the champion? Who's the champion? David, the Mexican Mafia is the champion. You want to come out as the champion.
Got it. Let me finish.
Yeah. David said, let me talk. So being a 12-round, you know, a title eliminator, that means I know I'm next in line to fight for the interim champ, which is David. You know, the winner of this fight becomes Canelo's mandatory for the WBC world title. So I'm exactly where I want to be. I'm in the fight that I want. March 25th, you ain't got to worry about me pulling out.
Show up, show up, show up.
I'm going to show up.
Take care of those fragile hands.
Yeah.
Okay, show up.
Because remember, this ain't my first big fight.
We want to see you.
This ain't my first one. I've been here before,
Show up.
and I've done it.
Show up.
And when I show up on weight, and I don't test positive for cocaine neither. So
Just
don't worry about me.
Already, but Canelo put you to
Don't-
sleep. That's
don't-
exactly what I'm gonna do to you too.
Hey,
You're
at, the,
fucking-
at the highest level,
At
great
the highest
fighters
level,
fight
you
great
still hit
fighters.
like a bitch. You got 13 fucking knockouts.
Say
out of
what?
the fucking fight. You hit like a little bitch.
Ask Anthony Durrell. What I do to Anthony
You
Durrell?
do something?
No, it's okay. Let him finish. It's all right. It's all right.
Chill out.
It's okay. Let him finish. It's all right.
Finish what the fuck you gotta say.
You ain't gonna do nothing.
Finish what you gotta say.
You ain't gonna do nothing.
You're scared. You're scared. Look at you.
There's
You're
a lot of
scared.
tough guy, rah stuff. You know,
Yeah,
even
this fucking guy
it-
fucking looks like he's about to cry. Look at his fucking eyes. I know a pussy when I see one.
yeah. Even his dad, you know, Senior, he calls all types of fighters bitches and pussies. And
I respect
you know,
everybody. You're a bitch. I respect everybody.
You may, you may hear a banter between fighters. You may even hear a fighter say something like, "I've never lost to a white boy, and I'm not about to start now."
Who the fuck said that? When did I?
Anthony
ever fucking
Durrell.
say that? Am I Anthony Durrell?
I'm not talking
Am
about
I
you.
Anthony Durrell? So don't bring that up. Like if I'm the one saying that shit too.
I didn't say you said that.
Finish what the fuck you gotta say.
Then shut
Let me
up and
get.
quit
What
interrupting.
you wanna do?
Okay, finish. Go ahead, finish.
You fucking crazy? What you wanna do?
Go ahead and finish.
What you wanna do? We could have got outside the fucking hotel. You're fucking pussy. You had all your fucking people with you.
This dude ain't scared.
You ain't serious. That's what, man.
He,
All right.
he's so mad.
So mad. I'm about to beat the fuck
He's so
out of
mad. You're not gonna do
I'm about
nothing.
to beat the fuck out this pussy right here.
So anyways, you know,
You guys don't have no fucking.
you hear Jose Sr., you know, he calls fighters bitches and pussies, and you may hear that between fighters, but you don't normally hear boxing coaches talking like that. And the reason you don't really hear that is because a lot of boxing trainers,
You
you
should hurry
know,
up.
they've been in the ring.
You gotta go run, brother.
They've been in the
You gotta
ring.
go
They
run.
fought before.
Go exercise so you can
But
run.
you've never fought. You never made that walk. You never had to lace up a pair of gloves to feed your
You're a
family.
bitch.
You don't know what it's like. So it's
down.
easy for you to toss those words
You're a bitch.
around because you never had to do it. You never had to do it.
Scared. Look at you. You want to cry.
Yeah, I want to cry. So anyways, March 25th, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be in shape. I'm going to be on weight. I ain't going to be on cocaine. And I'm going to whoop his ass.
Just show up.
Okay.
You mad.
Thank you, Caleb.
Should have brought your glasses so we could slap in the face.
Get on right here. We can get on right here. Ready? Right here. Why you whispering? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why you whispering? Talk to me like a fucking man. Pussy.
All right, now, coming to the podium. It's fine. They're fine. Coming to the podium. Unbeaten. He's 26-0, 23 knockouts. He is the former two-time WBC super middleweight champion of the world. He has been nicknamed the Mexican Monster. He is David Benavidez.
First of all, I want to thank God because without him, none of this is possible. Secondly, I want to thank Al Heyman, Samson Lukowicz, Lisa Kubas, my father Jose Benavidez, and David Garcia. This has been a fight in the making for the past 5 years, and I couldn't have come at a better time. I'm at my best right now, mentally and physically. There's been a lot of shit talking going back and forth, but on March 25th, I get to put hands on Caleb Plant. And trust me when I say, I'm going to beat the fucking living shit out of you, pussy.
You reading from the...
I'm going to beat the living shit out you.
You can't speak on your...
Yo, yeah, and then when you're in the fucking ground bleeding from your fucking mouth, you're going to realize how to respect a real fucking monster. That's real. What? I'm scared because I'm fucking...
David, leave him alone. He's about to cry.
This dude, man, he has 13 knockouts. He thinks just because he knocked fucking Anthony Durrell out, that's supposed to mean something to me. I beat the shit out of Anthony Durrell when I was 23 years old. I was champion before you. I got 3 fucking belts right now. Man, I'm what you want to fucking be. You're a fucking chump.
I'm a chump.
You ain't nothing. And watch, March 25th, mark my words, I'm going to put this motherfucker in the hospital.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right.
They're going to get a hell of a fight. I mean, again, I've never said David's a bad fighter. I don't think he's a bad fighter. I'm not interested in fighting bad fighters. I want to fight good fighters. I want to make big fights happen, and this is the biggest fight in the division that can be made. So I'm excited to do that March 25th. I see myself getting my hand raised.
David, you get the final word for all those people coming out to the MGM Grand Garden Arena, paying their hard-earned money to Showtime pay-per-view to watch this fight. What can you guarantee they're going to get on March 25th?
March 25th, I guarantee you I'm going to knock Caleb Plant out before round 6. Guaranteed.
There you have it, folks. It is one of the most significant fights of the year. It goes down on Showtime pay-per-view March 25th, Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern. That is 6 o'clock Pacific time from the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Get your tickets now for David Benavidez, Caleb Plant, two former world champions going at it at 168 pounds.